Okay, so I have got some fixes going on here. So I'll show you what I've got going on. Let's pull this up. First off, I got sound. I also have collision with custom sound. I was able to bodge together a solution to my out of sync issue, my horizontal out of sync issue with my character position, but it's not fixed. But what I've done has actually become rather more robust. So that's the basic behavior that I've got. But what you can see is at the end of all, whenever the character is not moving, you see this is when they're moving, and when they aren't moving, the very first thing that happens, the very first thing that happens is it checks the X and Y positions to see if they are a multiple of 64 pixels. And if they are, this, which is the module, basically modular arithmetic, clock arithmetic, if you've heard of it, this will basically divide it by 64 and get a remainder, and it will return the remainder. And if the remainder is 0, it doesn't do anything. But if it does come back with something, it will snap the character to the nearest multiple of 64. So it'll basically divide. The way I did that is dividing the position by 64, rounding it to the nearest whole number, and then multiplying it by 64 again. It's a bit of a kludge, but that's my name. And finally, I grabbed a couple of free sound assets off the Godot marketplace, and a couple of footsteps to play, and I also added collision to the black tiles in the tile sheet. And when the collision shape of the player, which is actually a circle, runs into the collision of the black tiles, it stops the player. It stops playing the footstep sound. It plays the bump sound instead, and it returns the player's position to current position, which was set the last time the character was stationary. So it will basically snap them back to wherever they last were. I'm probably going to do something similar for movement when a enemy attacks, but we'll burn that bridge when we get to it. But all in all, I'm very happy with what I've got. You can actually see that the x-axis is still not working correctly, because you can see that little bit, see that little jump where it jumps back. But that'll be fine, because if something like interrupts, like partway through here, that way I don't end up with this guy getting off grid. So yeah, pretty satisfied right there.